Hey, Jimmy from Content Snare here. It's the 8th of June right now, and over the weekend, a massive update to Content Snare went live. It contains some of the most requested features we've ever had, all rolled into one package, and in this video, I'm going to go into each one of those and show how they can improve your workflow even further. The main features are multi-answer fields, so that allows your clients to answer multiple times to one field, and you'll see this in action shortly. Multi-file uploads, so then they can upload multiple files to one field or one question. Zapier integration, so you can use Content Snare in automated workflows in your business, which is huge. Request owners, which allows you to assign a team member from your business to a request. They kind of own it. And then emails will come from that person, replies go to that person, and you can filter the list of requests by that person. So if you have a team, this one is big. And finally, a multilingual interface. So if you are sending requests to clients who don't have English as their first language, this one is going to be really important for you. Now let's dig into all of these in a bit more detail. All right, so I'm in Content Snare. I'm going to go ahead and create a new request. I'm just going to continue through to the builder, and I have already created two fields here, the text field and a file field. The thing we're looking at here is the allow multiple answers. So if you tick this on for both fields, now your client will be able to answer each one of these multiple times. So for a couple of real life examples, maybe this would be team members, and this one could be proof of ID documents. So then what you'll see is your client is allowed to create multiple answers to each of these and put all their team members in, or maybe to upload multiple files in the second one. And you can set these to have a default number of answers. So if you're expecting, say, 3 files for them to upload, it'll pre-populate this with 3 upload areas. So let's go ahead and publish this so you can see what your client will see. So I've skipped forward to the client view now. This is what they're going to see when they come in. With team members here, they can simply type in and click this add another answer to add more people. Now this is just a simple example. Almost any kind of field can be selected to use multi-answer. So this could be a text box or a URL, anything like that. Now down at the multi-file field, you'll see we have pre-populated this with 3 different places to upload files. So we can upload things into here. They can of course click the upload button as well, or just drag and drop files in. And you'll notice once these are complete, it automatically adds another section for us to drag and drop more files in. Now, one thing to note is that the old gallery field has been replaced by multi-images. So back at the builder here, you'll notice that the gallery field is gone if you were using these. Now you just need to use image and select allow multiple images. These work exactly the same way, and if you had any gallery fields, they would have automatically been migrated to this style. Now moving on, let's talk about Zapier. This one is super exciting. It opens up all kinds of possibilities for automated workflows using Content Snare in your business. So some examples. You might be able to automatically create a request in Content Snare when you tag a client in your CRM. You could send recurring requests on an automatic schedule. You could put notifications in Slack every time a client fills out a field or a field is approved. Or you could automatically upload files into Google Drive or Dropbox out of Content Snare. There are literally thousands of possibilities. Zapier is just so open-ended and connects to so many different apps that you can do all kinds of cool things now with Content Snare in your workflow to save you even more time. If you've never used Zapier before, I will link up a tutorial below. That's at jimmyrose.me/Zapier-tutorial. That's my personal site, and it's just a video where I go through some of the ways you can use Zapier and just a brief introduction. All right, now let's talk about request owners. So back when you are first creating a request, there's a couple of options hidden under this advanced options here, and you get to select the owner of the request. This will default to you. So if you don't actually open that up, it will just default to the person creating the request. But you also can change this to someone else in the organization. For example, if you have a VA that is creating requests for you and you want them to be still owned by you, you would tell them to set this to you. That's all there really is in the setup. I'll show you how this changes things throughout Content Snare. So on the request dashboard page, you have the ability to filter by owner. So before, if you had, say, 10 different team members sending all these different requests, and maybe there's 100 requests in your account, you would see all of those on this page. But now you can filter by the ones that are just owned by you or another person. The second thing request owner does is that emails will now come from the request owner. And you have some options in what happens when the client replies to that email, and also some options on CCing your internal team members when those emails are sent to your clients. So if I jump over to settings, you'll see an option here to CC yourself on all outbound emails. So any emails that get sent to your clients will automatically get CC'd to you if you turn this on. And then under company, you can also CC the company email. And this is handy if you have like a central support system that you want to catch all of these emails, so you always have a record of what emails have gone out to your clients. And I also mentioned that when a client replies to one of those emails, it will go to the request owner by default. And if you use this switch here, it will actually change that to the company email. The company email is set here. And again, that is useful if you have a central support system and you want all of those replies to come into one place rather than directly to the request owner. And finally, it allows you to personalize the emails. So I'm going to jump into the email section, go to templates, and just open up a standard reminder. Before, it would sign off as the company's primary contact. If I just delete that and open up variables, you'll see a few different options here for the request owner. So if I just put the request owner in there, that will sign off the email as the request owner. You might have noticed there are a few other settings there too if you want to add an email address into the body of the email or something like that, and those work in the subject as well. Finally, let's talk about the multilingual interface. So if your clients don't speak English as their first language, you will soon be able to select different languages for their interface as well as your own. So this can be set on multiple levels. So first, let's start with a company. That's the highest level. You can change the application language here. Right now, they aren't showing up because all of them are in beta. If you would like to test one of our beta languages, currently those are Spanish, German, French, and Brazilian Portuguese, just let us know and we'll enable these on your account. But this is where you'll set the language on your entire company. But that can also be overridden by an individual team member. If they want to see the interface in a different language, they can set it here. And also when you are creating new clients. So if you only want to change the language for one client, you get to set that when you are creating a client. That's it. Hope you enjoy Content Snare.